What's up, everybody? It's AJ with eTrailer.com. Today we're going to be checking out the CURT Echo Brake Controller. What's nice about this is it plugs in line with your existing 7-pole here on our 2022 GMC Sierra 1500. Let's check it out. So with the Echo app, you're going to be able to have all the control right here on your phone. So you can control the max output, also the sensitivity adjustment. You can even turn on your hazard lights for your vehicle, and you have a manual override right here holding down this button. So it's nice that it's all right here on your phone. It's not a bulky brake controller that's going to be either in the way of your leg or just kind of in the way. This is where I was talking about where a brake controller would go, being in the way of getting in and out of the truck. Now you might have a factory brake controller or towing mode, and the CURT Echo is actually going to override that. So you can use that if this fails or to troubleshoot. Now I'll talk about what it does and how it works. Let's go in how to install this. It's actually not too bad. You just have to plug it in line with your existing 7-pole. So just go underneath the truck, find a spot for the box, and zip tie everything up. Check out how I did it. Looking up underneath the truck, we have a 7-way connector. This is what we're gonna disconnect to put our inline system in place. So there's a tab here on the side. We're gonna push it on that and then pull back on the plug. So they're kind of tight, so you might have to work at it a little bit. And push it on those tabs. You can slide it loose, and we'll plug our next one in line. Looking at the connections here, the longer one is going to plug in to the wires. Just line up the two sections of the plug, push them together. I would recommend using dielectric grease if you're doing this. We are just doing this for demonstration purposes. We're not going to use it today because we're going to take this right back off after the video, but we'll take the shorter end and then push it into place here on the back of the connector. So it snaps into place. Using the zip ties with our kit, we're gonna find a place for the CURT Echo box. So I'm gonna find that place, and then we'll come back and see where I put it. Once you found a good spot for your box, you're gonna wanna use the zip ties in the kit, and there's an adhesive pad on the back side that you're gonna have to stick it. Now we've got one here just to show you an example of looking for any holes or solid points to zip tie the box to. I wouldn't just zip tie it to other wires because it's going to move around. I would try to find a part on the frame or the bed to start zip tying down and then use that adhesive. But again, we are temporarily installing it, so just trying to give you a rough idea of what to look for underneath your truck. Another thing to keep in mind is it doesn't matter which way you put this box and mount it. It's not going to affect how the brake controller performs. Overall, not so bad. It was pretty easy to unplug the back side of the 7-pole connector here, plug it in line, and then zip tie it to the frame. Now, I like that I have all this installed. I can just use a phone app to do the brake controller instead of having a actual brake controller in the way where I hit my knee in the truck, or it just kind of takes up space I don't want it to. Well, I think that does it. Thanks for hanging out and hope this helped.